In 2005, LeBron James made his first All-Star team. 21 years later, with many of the faces around him long retired and etched into the pages of history, he's still standing on that same stage. Only now, the rookie has become the elder statesman. That year in Denver, the thin air and winter chill couldn't cool the buzz surrounding All-Star Weekend. Inside the locker room, the Eastern Conference stars were preparing for tip-off. In one corner stood a 20-year-old wearing a headband, looking slightly out of place. Second-year guard LeBron James was holding a pair of light gray Nike sneakers, carefully walking from veteran to veteran, asking each for a signature. Before tip-off, Allen Iverson had nothing but high praise for LeBron James. That night, the East featured Shaquille O'Neal, Vince Carter, and Iverson, icons of the 90s. The West countered with Yao Ming, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, Kevin Garnett, and Tim Duncan, superstars in their prime. LeBron stood among them like a bridge between eras. He finished with 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. The numbers weren't eye-popping, but the potential was undeniable. In 2006, in Houston, 21-year-old LeBron lifted his first All-Star MVP trophy, becoming the youngest player ever to win it. He scored 29 points with 6 rebounds and poured in 8 in overtime to lead the East to victory. Under the lights, he grinned like a kid. The trophy felt heavy in his hands, tangible proof that his talent was real. Back then, the league still belonged to the era of the elite shooting guards, Kobe, Iverson, McGrady, and Carter. LeBron was the young knight storming their kingdom, announcing himself with an MVP performance. From that point on, every February, his name appeared on the All-Star roster. In 2008, in New Orleans, he captured his second MVP. In 2011, in Los Angeles, his matchup with Kobe felt iconic. In 2013, in Houston, they clashed again. In 2016, in Toronto, Kobe made his final All-Star appearance. Every possession between the two carried ceremony. It was a passing of the torch disguised as competition. For years later, in Chicago, the All-Star MVP trophy would be renamed in Kobe's honor following his tragic passing. That same year, the league introduced the target score format. Team LeBron faced Team Giannis. In the closing moments, Anthony Davis sealed it at the free throw line. LeBron was 35 by then. Teammates had come and gone, from Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, to Carmelo Anthony and Davis. What never changed was his presence at center stage, influencing the game in evolving ways. Time moved quietly. The league's faces changed. LeBron witnessed Kevin Durant rise from Oklahoma City prodigy to elite scorer. He saw Stephen Curry reshape the sport with the three-point revolution. He watched Giannis Antetokounmpo climb from Greece to the pinnacle in Milwaukee. He saw Luka Doncic and Victor Wembanyama emerge as the next generation. Each All-Star team photo became a living NBA timeline. And LeBron was the one constant across all of them. In 2025, he missed the All-Star game due to injury, the first time in his career he sat out the showcase. Then came 2026. When the All-Star starters were announced in Los Angeles, his name wasn't there. 8th in fan voting. 9th in media voting. 8th among players. For the first time in 21 years, he wasn't a starter. Some called it the changing of the guard. Others saw the beginning of the end. But on February 2nd, when the reserves were revealed, his name appeared once again. 22 consecutive selections, a record that stands alone. Only this time, he was coming off the bench. At 41, it marked the first All-Star appearance of his career as a reserve. Asked about it, he responded calmly, "Other than not making it as a rookie, 22 straight years, I'm just grateful and honored." On Media Day, he skipped the large group photo and held a separate press conference. Some critics called it attention-seeking. But perhaps he was simply stepping aside, letting the spotlight drift toward the next wave. From 2005 to 2026, 22 All-Star journeys. LeBron has scored 434 total All-Star points, the most in league history. 3 MVPs, tied with Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. 10 times the leading vote-getter, spanning the era from paper ballots to online voting. Now, when he looks around the court, Durant is still there. Curry is still there. But most of the faces are younger. And as long as he's still playing, there's a strong chance that next February, that name will appear on the list once again.